What if you were taken by your celebrity crush and they said, I'm going to take care of you? I just want you to stay here and we can fall in love. I will give you the best clothes, the most expensive cars. You will live the dream life that everyone in the world wants to live. Hi, I'm Kevin Muller. This is Cinephellas, and I am here to review Priscilla, the new film from Sofia Coppola.
I want a life of my own.
Okay, so if I had my way, I would like to be whisked away by Florence Pugh, Margot Robbie, Maya Harrison, or Anna Kendrick. Yeah, I think those four would be mine. But that's not, that's not the story of this film. The story of this film is about Priscilla Presley. Some of you know Priscilla Presley from the Naked Gun series. She played Frank Draven's love, Jane. I thought she was very good in those roles, and even as a child, I thought she was very beautiful. In this film, we take a look at her side of the story involving her relationship with the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. She starts off as young, innocent, naive Priscilla Lou, sorry, which is French for a beautiful place. And we see that Elvis is very interested in her. She's 14 years old. I did not know that about their story. She was 14 when they met, and he was 24 years old, which is kind of like eyebrow raising. But I guess this is a different time. Elvis does respectfully go to her house and talks to her father, talks to her parents, saying, "Listen, like, I only have the best interest in heart. I legitimately am interested in your daughter." Now we see her story from when she's 14 all the way to when she's 29 years old. And the actress playing this role is Kaylee Spaney, and this is a performance for the ages. I heard this was a very good performance. She won Best Actress at the Venice Film Festival. It was one of the reasons outside of Coppola I wanted to see this thing, and she blew me away. When she's 14 years old, she moves like a 14-year-old. She is very tight in her body language. She's unsure of herself. But then when she's 29 at the end of the movie, she acts like a woman. She moves like a woman. And outside of Spaney's performance, which I will get in depth after I give you this compliment, the makeup is incredible in this movie. When she's 14 years old, she looks like a 14-year-old girl. When she's 29 at the end of the movie, she looks like a woman. So shout out to the makeup department. Did a hell of a job. Now, Spaney's role goes beyond acting like a teenager versus the 29-year-old. Everything is communicated through her face, her movements, her insecurities. Like, Elvis was, it's Elvis Presley. This guy was the most popular celebrity in the world. He would say, I'm going away. You have to stay at Graceland. You have to stay here. You have to wait for me. You really think he was not cheating on her? Come on. Okay. And that was another thing I liked about the movie. There's consequences. Any girl would love to basically be taken away, live the life with Elvis Presley, but there are rules and guidelines that come with it. She can't bring anyone into Graceland. She can't have friends. No one can come into Graceland. She has to wait for Elvis. And, she feels very trapped and lonely. She's away from her family. It's just funny because when she goes to school, because Elvis makes a deal with her father saying, listen, if she comes here, I'll make sure she'll finish up her high school studies. And every girl at the school's jealous of her, envies her. There's even girls camped outside Graceland, and each time she comes home, they're standing there screaming and like trying to get a glimpse of her. It seems like such a lavish life, but to her, she just feels very trapped, and it's something I really like that Coppola did with this film. The recreation of the time periods and the look of everything through the cinematography, the costumes, the set design. Again, everything is great. The look of the film is fantastic. Jacob Elordi, who's Nate from Euphoria. I don't watch that show. I've seen clips of it, but I haven't really sat down and watched it. He is Elvis. He gives a little darker performance to Elvis than Austin Butler did last year. He's more volatile with his emotions. He was a little more selfish. You see, he did love Priscilla, but he was young also, and he was surrounded by women all the time, so he made a lot of mistakes. And those mistakes do catch up with him because it's known that Priscilla did leave him. But he's just a flawed character, and I really liked his performance. I may, it gives me more incentive to check out Euphoria because I did like him. I hats off to Jacob Elordi. I know he's going to be in Saltburn next month, and I'm interested to see what he brings to that project too. But the biggest compliment I could probably give this film is the writing. Sofia Coppola, who won the Oscar for best screenplay back 20 years ago now, for Lost in Translation. She's very good at getting into the minds of the characters, specifically women. And this whole entire movie is about Priscilla. Yes, Elvis does show up, but this is Priscilla's movie, as the title suggests. And you really get a sense of the loneliness, the insecurity, the excitement, and the love that she had for Elvis and the lifestyle that she was in. And I also like there were no Elvis songs. Someone told me that after the movie. I was online just talking about this film, and there were no Elvis songs. I thought that was a really cool decision about that Coppola made. Now, all this praise I'm giving the movie is the first hour of it. The movie is an hour and 45 minutes. The last 45 minutes do kind of drag and it kind of loses its steam. Like the first hour of this movie is fantastic. The last 45 minutes is a little weaker. It's still a good movie. And if you don't like Sofia Coppola, I still say see it because Kaylee Spaney is really good in this film. I really hope she gets an Oscar nomination for this. But, go with caution. Go with caution, realize you're going to be sitting to Sofia Coppola. If you know her artistic style, her directing style, writing style, it's very slow. It takes its time. It's like a flower. It blossoms. You have to give it time, Not everyone has the patience that I have. Even with my patience, I was kind of getting a little border points, but that's not taking away from the movie. It is a very good movie. I am very interested in what Sofia Coppola does next. Going to throw out another compliment to the makeup department. Fantastic job. Jacob Elordi, great job. And again, Kaylee Spaney is incredible. And if you need a reason to see this movie, you have to just check out her performance. It is very, very good. And in the end, I am going to give this movie 3.5 out of 5. Ooh, 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 that's my Elvis dance. My Elvis hair pieces. Definitely go see it, check it out. It's a limited release night. No, it's wide release. I'm sorry, it's wide release right now. It's not that many theaters, but so you may have to check, search for it, but it's definitely worth your time for Kaylee Spaney's performance. If you did see it, did you agree with me? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think the whole entire movie is incredible, or do you think the movie stinks? Give me give us some feedback. Come to the site, watch the videos, read the reviews, watch the podcast. We love hearing from you guys. And that is all for now. And I will be back. I'm going to probably see The Holdovers next. I'm very excited for that. I love Giamatti. I love Alexander Payne. This is the first time they're working together since Sideways. So I'll probably do that one next. But anyway, as we say in this site, I am Kevin Muller, and cheers.